Hi again, fellow unlicensed thinkers. There are a few things that I've learned from doing psychedelics. It's been a while, but I still remember a lot of these lessons. And this list is not going to be exhaustive. This is just a few things that I thought were interesting and useful in everyday life. Before we do that, if you could go ahead and hit the like button for me. I can't quite reach it from here. Thank you very much. So these things that I learned from doing psychedelics or being around people doing psychedelics. Number one, when someone is having a bad trip, you can remind them that there is a time limit to it. It will end. There will come a time when they will not be having this experience anymore. And so they can choose to enjoy the time while they're having it, or they can choose to not enjoy that time and have a bad time. And I'm always reminded of Jack Sparrow. He says, "It's not the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem." And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. There is a time limit. You can choose, do I want to enjoy this or do I want to have a miserable time? So your experience may not change, but how you feel about the experience can absolutely change. The second thing is everything comes from within. So everything we see out in the world is going to be tainted by our experiences, by who we are, by what our preferences are, by who we think we are, what we think about ourselves, what we think about the world, what is in us. So when someone is having an experience on psychedelics, they can see demons or they can see angels. And really, the thing to remember is that that doesn't come from something external. That comes from within you. So when you're having these experiences and you look at somebody and you see an evil person, they may or may not be evil, but what you're definitely seeing is something about yourself. It's sort of a forced view into the shadow. So the idea here is that you don't really need to be so afraid so much as understanding that what you're seeing, what you're experiencing is coming from within you. And number 3 for today, again, not an exhaustive list, but number 3 for today is there are no shortcuts to self-awareness. It's hard work. It sucks sometimes. And the way I talk about this is that psychedelics, they can show you what the golden arches look like, but they won't get you a hamburger. They just show you what it looks like, what this restaurant may look like. But they don't tell you how to get there, and they don't give you a hamburger, and you can't really taste the hamburger. All you can see is these golden arches. So you're left with this, shall we say, idea of an experience without actually having the experience of self-awareness, because there is no shortcut to that self-awareness. You actually have to find that self-awareness through the hard work. And taking the psychedelics might give you a glimpse, but it doesn't get you there. So those are just a few things that I thought I would relay to you. So when someone's having a bad time, when you're having a bad time, just remember, there's a time limit to it. There's a time limit to that experience. There's a time limit to life. So you can choose, do you want to enjoy it or not? And everything that you're seeing in the world, it comes from within. It is colored by, it is seen through a lens of who you are. And so if it's bad, wonder what it is about you that's causing everything to look bad. If it's good, good for you. And then, of course, the third one was there's no shortcuts to self-awareness. You have to go through the work of shadow work. You have to accept these things about yourself before you can move forward. You have to do the work or you're not going to get there. There isn't a magic button you can push or a pill you can take that's going to get you there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to hit like and share the video. Have a great day.